How to weigh a container with BISON weighing jacks. Before you begin, check the ground surface and make sure it's safe and suitable for the weighing operation. To get started, attach each scale to the container. Rotate the scale from the outside to avoid the magnets catching and use the magnets to hold the scale to the container. Next, place the ground plate and bottle jack beneath the scale. The ball of the scale should be firmly seated in the cup. For accurate weighing, make sure the jack is vertical and not touching the insides of the scale. Do the same at each corner. If a bottle jack is set too high for the scale, loosen the valve and push down on the end. Keep some space between the ground plate and the container. To lift the container, turn each scale on by pressing the yellow button for 2 seconds. Zero each scale by pressing the button again briefly. The scales must be vertical. If the angle warning flashes, adjust the scale as the arrows indicate. To lift each corner, tighten the valve and pump the jack until the corner casting is just clear of the ground. Watch out for crushing hazards and don't lift the container any higher than necessary. The container only needs to be a few centimetres clear of the ground. So not to overload a scale, lift the container at one end first and then the other. If the container is heavy, lift each corner in small steps. Try to maintain a similar level of load on each scale. The master display will receive load data from each scale and show the gross container weight. For best reception, stand at the end of the container. If you don't get a gross weight, here's some of the things to check. Are you receiving a signal from each scale? An empty box will indicate if a signal is missing. Try moving the display from one side of the container to the other to pick up all signals. Is an angle warning flashing? If so, adjust the scale. Have you overloaded a corner? If so, try lifting the other corners a little to even out the load. Once you get a gross weight, press the middle button to capture it in the display memory. This will also broadcast the weight to the BISON weighing app. Press the yellow button to return to weighing mode. To check the memory on the master display, press the third button for 3 seconds. Use the second and third button to scroll through the memory. You can also transmit the gross weight from the master display to the BISON weighing app. To check the container's weight distribution, stand close to one of the jacks and select the corresponding corner on the app. Repeat this as you move around the container. Add the container ID and other shipment details and email the weight record to third parties. More information on the BISON weighing app and related software is available separately. Power each scale off by pressing the button for 3 seconds. To lower the container, loosen the valve on each bottle jack. Don't loosen the valve more than half a turn or oil will leak. Push down on the scale to depress the bottle jack. Then lift the scale to remove the jack. To remove the scales, always rotate left or right. Pulling the scale directly off the container may damage the magnets. So that's how it's done. The entire weighing operation should take around 4 to 6 minutes. Good luck and happy weighing from the BISON team.